Hello everybody, this is Laura in Hawaii. I finished another one of my fabric books. I seem to like the textile books. I find they work better for me than all paper or cardstock. So this is one I've just made, and I made it to look very, very old and rustic, and something maybe a family might have stored in their country farmhouse in Provence in the south of France. And the cover looks like this. It has a spine with old lace, hand-sewn spine, and then I collaged it with some fibers, some beads, some scrim, and some trims. And the picture is one I've painted onto canvas. It's two farmhouses of that era, old farmhouses. They could almost be abandoned. So that's the cover. And when you open it, inside there's a belly band or whatever that's called, and I slipped in a big tag that I made there, and there'll be more tags in there. On this side are two women in a flower market in Provence, and this would be typical of that era. So I surrounded it with items that looked like they went with the theme of flowers and the color. This next page is where I actually did put the words, a farmhouse in Provence. And I took that from a book I have, which I really like. It's about a couple who lived in Provence. They were American and they lived in, they had an old farmhouse, so that's where I got that from. On this side, of course, you've got to have a rooster or a chicken somewhere in Provence. You see them running around the square. And here's a birdcage charm. Down here I've put a collage of fabrics and then a little charm with France on it and some old lace. Now this is a pocket. Let me see if I can get that to where it sits better. So this is a pocket on this side, and inside the pocket is a book. So I'll show you the book before I put it in the pocket. So the book is just plain paper, really. I made a little collage ribbon spine, and then I just put an assortment of papers in there. And that sits nicely into the pocket there. So that's that page. This page is the only page I've put another painting. So I painted a farmhouse there. And this would be down really, really far south France toward Nice. And so it's another pocket, and inside is one of my sketches and paintings of a farmhouse in Provence. So that sits in there, and there'll be another couple of tabs in there. This side, I found this label on a door in Provence, so I photographed it, and it actually is a recipe. So the way this works is it opens like this, and the recipe pulls down like that, and it's for fettuccine. And this was also from that book I mentioned earlier. So that has a piece of old lace under there, and here it sits on a recipe card. So this is a recipe card here, so that's sort of in keeping with that, I think. This page is actually a page with an extra piece, and so there's another woman of that era heading to market. She's got a basket, and I've just put some old textiles around that. This is a flap that folds out, and that's underneath the flap. Well, the flap, first of all, are two women, just two French ladies, and I just surrounded them with some old rick-rack and some lace and textiles. And then here we have a window. So this is the window out onto the countryside, just collaged with some old lace and so forth. And then we come to this page. These are the last 2 pages. So this one is a pocket again, and this is a village, country village of the period I was trying to portray. And inside I put some cards I had made and some pictures that sort of went with the era. So those sit in there. And this is another pocket on this side. It has burlap, some tags in there as well. This tag I made from a photograph I have of a wash basin and wash that. And as a matter of fact, when I lived once with a French girl on an island off the coast of France many years ago, this was all I had for water. We used to get water from a center well every day, and then we would have the wash basin to do our, our bathing in, and then we would use the water to wash our clothes. That was a long time ago. That was off Brittany, actually. So that's the back. So here we go again, and this is how it looks. So that's a farmhouse in Provence in days gone by. Thanks for watching. Goodbye now. Bye-bye.